Good evening and welcome to the Delaware County Community College Annual Educational Foundation Dinner. Please feel free to start on your salads during the introduction here. My name is Cindy Aigeltinger and I'm the chair of the Educational Foundation Board of Directors. I'm very pleased to represent 25 business and community leaders who are inspired by the leadership role that Delaware County Community College plays in the communities it serves. And our job as the board is to raise funds and serve as ambassadors to advance the college mission and the Center of Educational Opportunity in Delaware and Chester counties. And we are very pleased to be your host this evening. Before I introduce the members of the Educational Foundation Board, I'd like to recognize all of you who have joined us here together this evening. First, our financial supporters. You are individual community members, members of our faculty, administration, and support staff, philanthropic families, and representatives from not-for-profit organizations, private foundations, businesses, and corporations. Welcome. Visionary, civic-minded, and generous, you have provided more than $1.5 million for Delaware County Community College, its students, faculty, and staff in 2017 and 2018. Your actions demonstrate that you understand the value of education and that unique leadership role that Delaware County Community College provides to our region. You understand the vital role the college plays as an economic driver with an economic impact of $1.2 billion added annually to our economy. You are more than champions for our students. You are investors in our community, and we are very proud of our partnerships with you. Second, I'd like to welcome our student scholarship recipients and their family and friends that are here with them this evening on their behalf. Students, we realize that you are balancing school, work, family responsibilities, and we so greatly appreciate your presence tonight to thank those who have helped you in your educational journey at the college. And we really hope that you will continue to work towards your degrees and make your scholarship donors and families proud of their investment in you. Third, to the faculty and staff who manage the Foundation Scholarship Program, led by the Vice President for Enrollment Management, Paula Pitcher, and her team, with assistance from the academic deans and guidance from faculty and staff. Scholarship applications for more than 500 students were processed over the summer and into the fall semester. 220 students received 314 awards, totaling $342,261 for the 2018-2019 academic year. I also have the honor this evening to welcome Philadelphia Fire Commissioner Adam Thiel, who is our keynote speaker this evening, and members of the LeTourneau family. Captain Matthew LeTourneau will be awarded posthumously the college's highest honor, the Wong Outstanding Alumni Achievement Award, later this evening. And you will hear an inspiring story from one of the first students to receive a LeTourneau Family Scholarship that was set up in Matt's memory. We are also joined this evening by the chair of the College Board of Trustees, Mr. Don Heller. Thank you for your leadership role and for being with us tonight. Before we break for dinner, I will introduce our Foundation Board of Directors. And those directors that are here this evening, I will ask you to stand as your name is called and to remain standing. And the audience, please hold any applause until the end of the announcements. The Educational Foundation Board of Director members are Dr. Joy Gates Black, ex officio member and president of Delaware County Community College. Carlos Garcia, ex officio treasurer and vice president, administration and finance, Delaware County Community College. Rachael Patten, Education Foundation Executive Director and Vice President of Institutional Advancement for Delaware County Community College. Dylan Atkins, Merrill Lynch. Karen L. Bogosian, Visual Sound. L.J. Burks, Comcast. Sam Cohen, the Iron Shop, Brian Wilbur Coyle, the Henderson Group, Paul DeBatten, National Realty Corporation, Linda Durkin, retired faculty, Fred Felter, Webster Bank, North America, Laura M. Casper, Monarch Staffing, Michael Magnavita, the Franklin Mint Federal Credit Union, Pam Mariani, Valley View Golf, Trish McFarland, Delaware County Chamber of Commerce, Joseph F. McGinn, McGinn Public Strategies, Larry J. Mulder, UPS, Carl J. Needles, Coatesville Savings Bank, William Patterer, PICO, Michael L. Rank, Community YMCA of Eastern Delaware County and a member of the college's Board of Trustees, Donald B. Soslow, retired, Charles D. Stevenson, Aqua, Pennsylvania, Inc., William H. Torian Jr., Mellon Bank and Delaware County Community College, retired, and Sloan Walker, CFO, Morgan Stanley. Thank you all for your service, and it's an honor to serve with you. Lastly, this dinner would not be possible without the generous sponsorship from businesses that support not just this event, but the foundation activities year-round, and I'd like to share those names. The Henderson Group, the Iron Group, M. Cohen & Sons, and Rampart Facade Systems, all first-time sponsors. Sharon Bank, a first-time sponsor. Coatesville Savings Bank, a first-time sponsor, and Visual Sound. So thank you for your time. Enjoy your dinner, and we'll be back in about 40 minutes. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed the company at your tables, as well as your meals. And could I ask really quickly for a round of applause for our hardworking servers and everyone at Drexelbrook who made us feel so welcome. I'm Rachael Patten. I'm the Vice President for Institutional Advancement and Executive Director of the Delaware County Community College Educational Foundation. I have the privilege of working with Cindy Aigeltinger, who provided our welcome this evening, and the 25 leaders of the Educational Foundation that were introduced to you earlier. Board, those of you who are in attendance, I would just like to say that I appreciate your wise counsel, your steady oversight of our investment portfolio, and certainly your generosity. You really model the best of the Delaware County Community College Educational Foundation, so thank you for your service. For those of you who are social media savvy, I am not. I offer hashtag DCCC scholars 18, students, and anyone at the table who's social media savvy. Please feel free to take some photos, tag, whatever you do. My children are always so embarrassed about me. And just make sure that you tag the college in your pictures. We will pick one tomorrow. Maybe not randomly, say something nice. And the winner gets a $100 gift certificate to the bookstore. So hashtag DCCC Scholars 18. Thank you. We're finished with the props. So last year, the college celebrated its 50th anniversary, and our previous executive director, Kathy Breslin, led a 50th anniversary fundraising effort that included the creation of several new scholarships. Kathy was supposed to be here this evening, and she had to cancel at the last minute, and I'm really sad about that because I know that most of you would have really liked to see her. But we do greatly appreciate her service, her long service to the college. And she secured several new scholarships last year that were awarded for the first time this year. And they include the Scholler Challenge Scholarship, the Francis and Donna Shields Family Scholarship, the Stephen McGurry Scholarship, a new award for the Contopoulos family, and the William Christopher Clark Memorial Scholarship. And then other new scholarships that we added last year included Quest for the Best, the LeTourneau Family Scholarship, the Maureen Dragoni Memorial Nursing Scholarship, and the Elizabeth Cianci Memorial Scholarship. And if I omitted you, my apologies. At this point, we have 168 separate scholarship funds, and that's a huge number compared to the size of our institution, so you should all be very proud. As has been past practice, many of our scholarships mark the legacy of loved ones whose passing have left holes in the lives of our donors. On behalf of the college, and I always get really choked up when I think about this, but I hope that you know how honored we are when you choose to remember Delaware County Community College in order to remember your loved ones. It's a privilege to fund scholarships and other awards in their names and continue their legacies. All across our community, there are literally hundreds and hundreds of success stories that are due to our donors' generosity. So on behalf of the college and the Educational Foundation, to our donors and to our sponsors this evening, I say thank you. None of this would have been possible without your leadership, vision, and faith, and I do think that it is a real faith that you have that Delaware County Community College can deliver on its promise, which we do. I now have the privilege to introduce our college's president, Dr. Joy Gates-Black. Dr. Gates-Black became president 15 months ago and quickly challenged all of us to meet our students where they are and explore new and innovative ways to help them achieve their goals. This has led to new conversations about how the Educational Foundation can assist with initiatives beyond scholarships and capital campaigns, particularly with funds that help our most vulnerable students at vulnerable times in their lives, such as emergency assistance grants, textbook funding, mental health funds, and ways that we can address food insecurity across our campuses. Please join me in welcoming President Dr. Joy Gates-Black.
Thank you, Rachel. Good evening. I am so pleased to be here with each of you, especially our donors. Tonight, you have the opportunity to meet our students, the recipients of your generosity. Scholarships at Delaware County Community College are extremely competitive, and the students who receive these scholarships are shining examples of the academic excellence, the fortitude to achieve their educational goals, and the commitment to make a difference in our communities and in the world as a whole that we envision for each of us. I am also pleased to welcome Philadelphia Fire Commissioner Adam Thiel, who is here to help us honor one of our graduates, Captain Matthew LeTourneau. Matt personified all that the college believes in: educational achievement, community service, and professional accomplishment. His death earlier this year in the line of duty was a devastating loss to our community, and we are honored to have Matt's family here with us this evening as we pay tribute to his life with our highest alumni honor, the Wong Outstanding Alumni Award. Yes. Cindy and Rachael outlined all of the work that our Board of Trustees, our foundation directors, faculty, and staff do to ensure a vibrant scholarship program, and she thanked our donors. I'd like to add my own thanks as well. It is your vision, your leadership, and generosity that sets the bar for others. What I am most excited about tonight is the opportunity to talk, well, let me change that. I'm going to say brag about our students. The early part of my career in higher education was spent at universities, and I really enjoyed that work. But once I visited a community college campus, I knew I had found a home. I had found my calling. The opportunity to work with a diversity of students from all walks of life, some with little more than a dream, others who just needed a little help to get them on a pathway to achieving their educational or career goals is more than fulfilling for me. Tonight, we celebrate some of those students, our future leaders, whose hard work and commitment to excellence have earned Delaware County Community College Educational Foundation scholarships. These students are active participants in the learning process. They model success, and they contribute to the academic standard of excellence at the college. Their leadership in student activities, governance, athletics, and in community service inspires their peers. Their success has a ripple effect. It positively impacts their families, the college, and ultimately our entire community. Tonight, we will hear from two students. Gabriel Frigiola is an integral part of the advancement office at the college. He is a work-study student and is often seen making copies and filing documents to keep the foundation office running smoothly. When he graduates in May, he plans to transfer to Widener University. Gabriel plays for the college's Phantom baseball team, and his brother graduated from the college in 2011. In 2017, Gabriel earned the Boy Scouts' highest honor of Eagle Scout, which is no small feat. In his spare time, he enjoys hiking and camping. He went on his first camping trip when he was only 2 years old, and he has loved hiking and camping ever since. Although he lives in Delaware County, Pennsylvania, Gabriel is a big New York sports fan. Gabriel, we're not going to hold that against you. Please join me in welcoming Gabriel to the stage.
Good evening. My name is Gabriel Frigiola. I would like to thank all the scholarship donors for giving my fellow students and me the opportunity to further our education while relieving some of the financial burden of college. Growing up, I have seen firsthand how important it is to give back to the community. My dad has been an active member of Glen Riddle Rotary for as long as I can remember. The Glen Riddle Rotary Club also provides a scholarship to a Delaware County Community College student every year. As a member of the Rotary Club, my dad is always working on projects, both CADES, which stands for Children and Adult Disability and Education Service, and City Team in Chester, a Christian nonprofit that serves both the poor and the homeless. My mom has always been an active in numerous organizations in the community, including serving as the board chair of the Delaware County Chamber of Commerce. Even my brother showed me how to give back to the community. I saw him rise through the ranks in Scouts, eventually becoming an Eagle Scout, which required him to complete many community service projects. When I was growing up, my grandmother would take me to pack and deliver homeless meals to the shelter on 69th Street in Upper Darby through our church. Influenced by my family, I later became a Boy Scout and completed more than 98 hours of community service, which eventually allowed me to become an Eagle Scout. Although I am not a Scout anymore, I still volunteer as an assistant Scoutmaster. I also serve as a volunteer assistant tennis coach at my alma mater, Pencrest High School. All my life, it has been what could be done, or it has not been what could be done for me, but what I could do for others. This college exemplifies that life principle. I have a work-study position in the advancement office that handles the scholarships we are celebrating this evening. It is a great job as I see firsthand how the college has given many students opportunities to obtain their education. More importantly, the donors and the scholarships are the ones who make tonight possible. Without them, some of us would not be able to earn our degrees or pursue our future careers. Tonight, I'm pleased to thank in person Fred Felser, class of 71. Unfortunately, he was not able to be here tonight due to family issues. an alumnus and a member of the college's Educational Foundation Board, who is here and sponsored the Dennis Ryan Paul Mata Memorial Scholarship. The scholarship was created in honor of Fred's friend and baseball teammate, the late Denny Ryan, and head baseball coach Moda, who coached them both while leading the team for 47 years. Coach Moda retired in May, and I had the honor of playing under him last year. Coach Moda is the perfect example of how the college gives back to the community. He spent almost 5 decades coaching, but more than that, he was about coming together as a team, helping each other and giving us life lessons that we will take with us on and off the field. He has impacted many students' lives, and I saw this in person during the alumni baseball game last September. Alumni from almost every year since 1971 that he coached came to participate and only had the best to say about him. It is an honor to share the stage tonight with Dr. Gates Black, Foundation Chair Sydney Aigeltinger, Commissioner Thiel, and my fellow student speakers. I will never forget my time at Delaware County Community College. This school has allowed me to work my way through college while allowing me to excel in the classroom. I am currently in my last year and will use what I have learned to hopefully transfer to Widener, and one day, like so many have done for me, hope to come back to this college and help students succeed. Thank you.
Another student whose fortitude and never say die attitude has had a positive impact on her family, the college, and her community. Her name is Bethany DeLoach. Bethany is in the college's paramedic program and works full-time at the Philadelphia Fire Department. While Bethany's schedule is hectic and can be challenging, she has found a way to make it work. In her spare time, she likes to run. She has participated in the Broad Street Run in Philadelphia for the last 2 years, and she is a member of a fire department running group. She loves cats and babies, not necessarily in that order. While cooking is not her specialty, Bethany has been known to make a slammin' apple cobbler. She occasionally does theme photo shoots, dresses up as Wonder Woman, a mermaid, or the Bride of Frankenstein. Now I wonder what Bethany's gonna dress up as this Halloween. We are fortunate to have Bethany's mom and her 2 young daughters joining us tonight. I know the girls are very proud of their mom. Bethany is very close to her daughters, who help her relax by occasionally hosting spa nights for their tired mother after work. That's sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming student Bethany DeLoach.
Good evening. My name is Bethany DeLoach. I am a Delaware County Community College paramedic student, a single mother with a full-time job, and a recovering addict. It is important to say that I'm a recovering addict because I believe I wouldn't be here today without the adversities I went through in my past. Addiction played a major role in my life for about 15 years, mainly junior high past high school. I graduated from Central High School in Philadelphia in 2003 and attempted to take college courses, but the party lifestyle seemed more fitting to me. I decided to drop out, work, and get high. I felt uncomfortable in my own skin and took anything to make me feel numb. Most days I didn't think I would live to see 25. I had brief moments of sobriety, which led me to having 2 amazing young daughters who are here with me tonight. Hi, girls. On April 19th, 2014, I found a new way of life with the help of a 12-step program. Since then, the blessings haven't stopped rolling in. Shortly after I became sober, the Philadelphia Fire Department advertised an EMT position. This was great news because I was working for a private ambulance company as an EMT. I applied and was given an extensive application to fill out. There was a section in the application that asked about drug use. I was advised by a coworker who was also in a recovery program to be honest, open-minded, and willing. I remember telling him I didn't think I would get hired if I was fully honest, and he told me then the job isn't for you. After much consideration, I went with his suggestion and was fully open and honest on my application. Shortly after I turned it in, I was called in for an interview. Again, I was honest. I was told they were going to give me a chance because they had a good feeling about me. I was so happy I asked the woman if I could hug her, and she said yes. After years of playing the part of the victim, I was finally given a chance to start over. Being an EMT in the Philadelphia Fire Department has had its challenges. I graduated the academy in the second of 4 fire service EMT classes. We were told it was going to be difficult for us in the beginning, especially as a female in a predominantly male environment. In addition, the hours are long and we can get extremely busy. One night I came home from work to eat a late night dinner with my daughters as usual, and they asked me about my day at work. When I was done telling them about the events that day, my youngest daughter said, "Mommy, when I grow up, I'm going to be an EMT just like you." My heart melted. I never knew how much they looked up to me. I am extremely eager to learn new things. I work with amazing people that I admire. Working so closely with paramedics helped a lost dream to reawaken inside of me. I am on a path to expand my knowledge in the pre-hospital medical field. All of my life, I was in the field helping other people, waitress, CNA, home health aide, EMT. Why not take the next step in education? Last year, a coworker told me that Delaware County was starting a paramedic class. I applied and completed the necessary paperwork and clearances. Unfortunately, the classes do not fit my work schedule. I mainly rely on coworkers to switch shifts with me or use vacation days so that I can participate in the classes. College is challenging to say the least, but I enjoy learning. Whenever things start to become overwhelming, I find myself saying, it's only a year. This is not going to be the end of my story. I hope to continue my education in the medical field after earning my paramedic certificate. I never got the chance to meet Captain LeTourneau. I have heard amazing things about him. He was an instructor, an officer, helpful, extremely fair, and EMS friendly. His funeral service at the Cathedral Basilica of St. Peter and Paul in Philadelphia was the first line of duty death I had experienced. The weather was chilly and rainy. There were hundreds of first responder brothers and sisters from all over the country. There was so much love and support for a fallen hero. It was beautiful and extremely emotional. When I was given the opportunity to apply for the LeTourneau Memorial Scholarship, I was told to write about my adversities. To be honest, I had to look up the definition of adversities, and it means difficulties, by the way. I decided to write a short version of my life. 2 months later, I was notified that I was chosen as one of the first recipients of the scholarship. A short time later, I was asked to come in for an interview to possibly be a speaker at the awards dinner. Well, here I am tonight. I was chosen. When I told my family the news, they were not surprised at all. They have always had faith in me. I have an amazing amount of responsibility on my plate, and it's beautiful. I'm extremely grateful for everything that I went through to get here today. I love to be open about myself and my recovery because it's easier that way. I hope to break the stigma of the addict. I am living proof. My life has been far from easy, and I work extremely hard to get what I have. If life has taught me anything, it is to have faith, work hard, and remember to stay in the present. I am humbled to have been selected to receive the LeTourneau Memorial Scholarship. Thank you for allowing me to speak with you this evening.
Thank you, Bethany. Adam K. Thiel became the 20th Commissioner of the Philadelphia Fire Department in May of 2016. His 26 years of experience spans 5 states and includes roles as Chief Fire Officer, incident commander, company officer, fire and emergency services instructor, hazardous material team leader, paramedic, technical rescuer, structural wildland firefighter, swift water rescuer, and rescue scuba diver. He completed doctoral coursework in public administration at Arizona State University and in public policy at George Mason University. Prior to becoming a Philadelphia Fire Commissioner, he was Deputy Secretary of Public Safety and Homeland Security for the Commonwealth of Virginia and Chief of the Fire Department in Alexandria, Virginia. He is a 2018 Eisenhower USA Fellow and a 2017 Leadership Philadelphia Fellow. Please join me in welcoming Philadelphia Fire Commissioner Adam Thiel.
Good evening. Thank you, President Gates Black and members of the Foundation Board, and all of you for being here tonight to celebrate the achievements, I think the ongoing achievements, of so many Delaware County Community College students. And Gabriel, I can tell you that I think all of us are really honored. I think I speak for everybody here. We're honored to share the stage with the students and to share this meal with you. So let's give all of our students and all of our scholarship winners You know, there are different types of courage, and we see that in our jobs, in my career as a fire and emergency services provider. We saw one type of courage, and it's a type of courage that is often associated with firefighters and EMS providers. We saw physical courage the morning of January 6th when Matt and his colleagues entered a burning building on North Colorado Street in North Philly to do what we do, to make rescues, to extinguish a fire, and they did that without asking for anything in return. And Matt would be the first to tell you that truly it's what we do. Another type of courage I've had the privilege and I've been humbled to see over the past year is the type of courage that's been displayed by Matt's family. From that tragic day when we picked them up and met them at the hospital, and unfortunately, I've had to do that too many times. From that minute, we saw their fortitude. We saw, and again, we're humbled by the fact that they were worried about us. Matt's partner, Mary, the first thing she asked me was, "How are you?" after I shared with her this terrible news. And to see this family bond with our Philadelphia Fire Department family over the past year has been simply incredible. And again, I think the LeTourneaus would tell you, would echo those same words that Matt would say, it's what we do. And now they've taken it to the next level by establishing a foundation in his honor. So his memory, which for those of us who knew him will never fade, so that others who didn't have that privilege will be able to, again, as we're all too fond of saying, never forget. Not forget the way Matt died, but more importantly, to remember the way he lived and the contributions that he made to this entire region. I met Matt for the first time here in Delaware County, at the Delaware County Emergency Services Training Center. And he was there. We were doing some research, seemed appropriate for this setting, some research that turns out to be life-saving research about the way fires behave in buildings. And that research is happening, federally funded research is happening right here in Delaware County. And Matt's legacy from participating in that, he wasn't being paid that day to do that. Again, through his Delaware County connections, he was there to help. And he was there to learn. And those learnings have now become a national training program that is making the rounds from coast to coast. And it seems like I can't go anywhere. I was just in Richmond, Virginia, giving a talk at a conference, and the young firefighter who took me to the airport said, he said, I had this basement fire class, and I'm really sorry to hear about Matt. I said, well, don't be sorry. The fact that you know who Matt is and the fact that you took that class is a reason to be hopeful and a reason to be thankful. And Matt helped inform that truly life-saving research and that life-saving work. It's another type of courage. And another type of courage that I think we forget about, but yet, again, I'm privileged to see from the dedicated men and women of the Philadelphia Fire Department, is the type of courage that you just saw on display here from Bethany DeLoach. As she told her story, talk about a tough act to follow. Can you imagine the type of courage that it takes to stand up here and to be that kind of honest? Well, there's no question that she has a bright future. And there's no question that she would tell you, as Matt would tell you, as the LeTourneaus would tell you, it's what we do. And I am privileged to be here with her and some of our other colleagues from the Philadelphia Fire Department. The last thing I would say is that I know for Matt, there would be nothing that would make him more proud than having the first recipient of a scholarship in his name go to a sister member of the Philadelphia Fire Department. So I am thankful to all of you and thankful to the LeTourneaus for providing that opportunity. Because that is truly, we are in the presence, that is a singular moment. This is one time that this first scholarship in his name will be awarded. And you earned it. And again, Matt's legacy, thanks to the family, thanks to folks like Bethany, continues to pay it forward. So thank you all for being here, and I'm honored to invite John Moss up to make the next presentation.
Wow, talk about a tough act to follow. Well, good evening. My name is John Moss, and I am more than honored to be presenting this year's Wong Moss Outstanding Alumni Award to the family of Captain Matt LeTourneau. The award was created by my mother and I over 25 years ago to recognize outstanding alumni. My mother was a student, a long-term trustee, and a former chairman of the board before she passed away. And the award was created in part as a testament to the struggles that were faced by my grandfather, who was a Chinese immigrant who came to America as a teenager around the turn of the century. And he truly understood the enabling power and the importance of education. He taught himself English and received the equivalent of a high school GED degree. And although it took him quite a while, he was one of the first Asians to graduate with a technical degree in food chemistry from the University of California, Berkeley. Now, this was the Depression era, and jobs were quite scarce. And his first job was stirring soap in a soap factory because they wouldn't hire him based off of his degree. He suggested improvements to shorten the process, but because of the times, his suggestions fell on deaf ears. He had himself transferred to the night shift where he could make these improvements on his own, where nobody was watching, and use the remaining time to improve his studies. Eventually, he did go on to leverage his degree and applied the process of hydrogenation to food, which prevents oil and water from separating. His first patents were for peanut butter and salad dressing, and you still see that same process in the supermarket today. So previous awardees have all had similar stories like my grandfather, and tonight's recipient is by far no exception. The award has three primary goals. First, to recognize outstanding alumni of the college. Two, to build a positive image in the community based off of the students' accomplishments. And maybe most important for tonight, to show current and future students what you can achieve with the power of education. My family and the college are proud to honor Captain LeTourneau. We only regret that we are doing so under such circumstances. It would have been an honor to shake his hand, but I want to make sure his family knows that he is loved and respected by his peers at both the college and the Philadelphia Fire Department. Now please join me in welcoming Luke Tourneau to the podium, Captain LeTourneau's brother, who will accept on behalf of the family.
That was my mother and my sister, in case you were wondering. But on behalf of my mother, Janice, and my entire family, we want to thank you for the humbling honor that you bestowed upon my brother, Matt. So if you could, please take a moment to remember my brother during this short video.
Today we join in prayer together and offer our final respect to Lieutenant Matthew LeTourneau, who died in the line of duty in heroic service to our city as a Philadelphia firefighter.
Thank you all on behalf of the entire Philadelphia Fire Department for helping us honor our fallen hero.
Matt was an exceptional firefighter during 11 proud years as a member of the Philadelphia Fire Department.
Firefighting from the beginning as he came into this world until today was his passion, but his love for family, faith, and friendships will never die. The loving moments he shared with all his nieces and nephews will be kept and reflected in their hearts forever.
Matt set a shining example for us all. Godspeed, Matt, and God bless the PFD.
Matt, every day of his life, was truly a hero, and we are all better off because of his bravery and service.
even as Matt becomes part of our storied past, he will always be with us in the future. For Matt is not gone. He has simply gone ahead.
We will never forget the incredible sacrifice that Lieutenant Matthew LeTourneau made to keep the residents of Philadelphia safe. May he and all first responders who have given their lives for us rest in peace.
Touching, isn't it? Being my big brother, Matt and I shared a bunch of memories and of joy. But one of the greatest things we shared actually was both being Delaware County alum. So I graduated in the year 2000. One of the beauties of that as well, being an alum, is we left school with no debt. So that was a great thing as well. But we really want to express our thanks to Delaware County Community College and to the Moss family for their support of our family and recognizing Matt for his contributions to the community, to the college, and his influence on countless others. We also want to thank Commissioner Thiel for being a part of this ceremony. Your class, dignity, and friendship over these past 10 months has been a great testament to you as a leader and as a person. You've grown to be part of our family, as you have welcomed us as part of the Philadelphia Fire Department family. My brother Matt had a passion for firefighting that was unrivaled. He was always on a journey to learn and teach, to take opportunities to gain knowledge, or even just talk shop with whoever would listen. He always wanted to share, and it didn't matter who you were. Where there was an opportunity, Matt would seize it. He once said that if you had a broom in your hand longer than you had a firefighting tool, then you did the job wrong. It seemed as if he would say, all you can do is train, train, train some more, and when you're done training, get back up and train again. He was certain that muscle memory and learning new and safer techniques made you the best firefighter. I heard one person say that Matt was possibly the best firefighter to ever wear the uniform. Matt went into every shift, every call, and every fire with the same passion, love, and enthusiasm as if it was his first day. He knew that he would not fail his fellow firefighters due to lack of training. And no matter what, firefighting, his family, and his friends were central to his core. To those he shared the love of firefighting with, he would always say, "Stay safe, brother." Because we know that with his profession, like many other first responders and military personnel, there's never a guarantee that you're going to come home. Even on that faithful day in January, Matt took the joy and passion of his profession, took his training, his dedication, and his love, and gave the ultimate sacrifice. He lost his life trying to save another, truly living on as a hero forever. So to carry on Matt's legacy, we as a family have actually created the Captain Matt LeTourneau Memorial Foundation with the purpose to secure the advancement of firefighters and those who wish to become instructors. Advancing knowledge saves lives. And the perfect plan, I shouldn't be here accepting this award as it should be my brother Matt. But I stand here today humbled and joyful knowing that each one of us in this room has an opportunity. To students and professors, benefactors, and families, let us take this opportunity to share our own passions and loves just as my brother did. Let nothing stand in your way. This world has become a haven for negativity. Let's break through those dark clouds to let our own light shine. A light filled with faith, with happiness, and with joy. We're all blessed to be here, and even in death, we can celebrate joy. I know that my brother Matt is looking down on each one of us tonight, so I thank you very much again for honoring my brother with this award. I wish all of you a great night, and God bless. Thank you.
Wow, what a powerful ceremony. Again, Luke and Janice, it really has been an honor to work with your family to establish the LeTourneau Family Scholarship. And I think I can speak on behalf of all of us that we are truly, truly proud to live and work in a community that believes in service, generosity, investment, and faith in the future. So thank you so much. One of the privileges that I have in my position is I have the opportunity to read our students' thank you notes before I share them with our scholarship donors. And it's always heartwarming to hear how philanthropy changes lives. And those of you who are donors tonight, you know this. So thank you. So the rest of my comments for tonight are really kind of geared to our students. So students, as I said, I read your thank you notes, every single one of them, and each one of you are enthusiastic, thankful, and appreciative, and almost every single one of you makes the promise to pay the generosity forward someday. So I'm here tonight to challenge you to start paying it forward now. Because the simple fact is, many of you absolutely intend to start paying it forward someday, after you finish Delaware County Community College, if you go on to another educational institution, after you finish that, after you get your next job, after you purchase a car you really need, after you purchase a house, after you're done paying childcare costs, and then some of you think you need to start waiting until after you pay off your student loans or after you pay for your child's wedding. I think you see where I'm going here. I can tell you that after really never comes. And the donors in this room tonight understand that, and they made a decision to start paying it forward without having to wait for after. So I'm encouraging our students tonight to do that, because philanthropy is the habitual act of giving at any level that makes a difference today. And if you do wait until after, you will never do it, and there's actually national research that tells us this. The $1.5 million that came into the foundation last year came from many sources. Some of those gifts were six-figure gifts. Some of them were as small as $5. Every gift counts. So across our country, hunger is a huge barrier to student success at community colleges. This speaks to us. Think how hard it is to learn when you are hungry. Our social work faculty and our social work students have recently begun to address hunger on our campuses with a new initiative called FERB. Not really a big fan of the name, but it stands for something really good. It's the Food Emergency Resource Bank. And what that does is it provides small, healthy mini meals in a centralized location that can be accessed without judgment by students. And the national data is really clear that these emergency food initiatives keep students enrolled in school. So I thought we all enjoyed a nice meal this evening, and so I'm asking our students to make a pledge tonight to help your fellow students tomorrow. So pledge forms are on your tables, as well as pens. We like to make this really easy for you. And we are asking you to make a gift to the FERB. You don't need your funds tonight, we just need your pledge to give, and we'll follow up with an email with a link to our online giving page. And there's a box in the lobby where you can actually drop those off on your way out. $5 really does make a difference in this initiative. $20 really funds multiple meals. So if you could, think about your donors' generosity and model that behavior by making your own pledge this evening, start paying it forward now. I think that we will all appreciate your actions. Thank you for considering that. Commissioner Thiel, thank you for your inspiring message and for helping us honor Captain Matthew LeTourneau and the Wong Moss Outstanding Alumni Achievement Award. I'd also like to thank Doug Ferguson, Susan Ellman, Kathy De Los Santos, and Linda Super, who put in many long hours to make this event a success. Oh, I need my prop. Don't forget, hashtag DCC Scholarship 18. Post some great pictures, Twitter, Instagram, all that great stuff. We really want to give away $100 to the bookstore. Please feel free. Hashtag DCC Scholars 18. Thank you. And so as we close, as soon as we're finished, we're going to be asking all of our students, if you were here, if you were a donor here last year, you'll remember this, we all came up front to take a really big picture where it's very exciting. Please feel free to do that as soon as we stop. So I'd like to say in closing, good night. Whether you are a first-time supporter or whether you've been giving to the foundation for many years, we are so pleased to have had you join us. We wish you safe travels. Thank you. Don't forget to come forward for the picture.